Hello, welcome back to episode 11. So I'm so much excited what we managed to discuss to cover in today's episode. So in today's episode we covered a number of things, and I'm so excited to show you what we did in today's video. So what in the first thing we did, we actually went ahead and deployed the both applications, the API. You can see went and deployed the API on Rayray, and we have a link that is working. You can just check, like use this link. We're using it in fetching things. So we deployed the API. We also went ahead and deployed the School Pro. So everything right now we are working on is coming direct from the from live online. So I'll just go ahead and do. So what did we do? So after we hosted all the two versions of the app, so the first thing we did, this was our plan. So what we wanted is that we have the super admin. So the super admin is the first person to log in into the system, if you remember very well here. So the super admin can log in into the system. After he has logged in, he will be able to create a school, and then after creating a school, he will also create a school admin for that school. He will create for them the school admin from which everything is going to be created. So a school admin can create teachers, we can create secretary, the secretary then can create students and everything. So everything is going to be started from this admin, the school admin. So after this school admin, the school admin will now able to log into the system, and he will log into his school. So upon login, we check the school ID on the school admin details, and we just go and fetch the school, and then we get the school, save it in the zustand, and then we can access the school everywhere we want on the dashboard. And on the dashboard we can be able to show the school name, the school logos, and everything. And this is exactly what we achieved in the today's episode. So I'm just going to first log in as the super admin. So just put super admin here, just like this, and just going to go ahead and create add the password for the super admin. So this one, we just go ahead and log in, and you can see the first thing you can do is create the school. And just go ahead here and just create the school. I'm just going to say call it Paris High School, maybe high school, something like this. And let's add the logo for this school. So I'm just going to go here and add their logo. So you can see the logo should be like 500 pixels by 150, and then this is the logo for the Paris High School. Just going to add the H here, and then after that we can now register this. So just register the school, and you can see the school is registered, and we go here, welcome to the Paris High School. Okay, welcome to Paris High School. So create the admin for this school. So just go ahead and create Mr. Martin, maybe Lawrence, I don't know. And then it's going to be Martin at admin.com, and let's create the phone number, and let's get also the email, also the password, which is going to be this. So go ahead and create this admin. Okay, so the purpose of this, the super admin, is done. He has created and he has been also routed to the dashboard, but his purpose is done. And you can see for him he has no school. Okay, for him he has no school. So let's log out the admin. Let's go ahead and the Martin who was created. Let's see if Martin comes and logs in here. So Martin, we gave him some password. So if Martin goes in now and logs in, you can see here it is logged in the Martin Martin Lawrence at Paris High School, and you can see the logo is really put very nicely because we have this set globally. Everywhere you want, I can access the school and I can use their logo here in the dashboard, and even the details for Mr. Lawrence are set. So what we did today was so tremendous, because now at this point the school, we can just go into work and see. If you go to create the parents, they will be having the school ID and everything will be so well. Okay, so thank you so much, and if you want to just see how we implemented this, let's dive in. Hello, welcome in episode 11. So in today's episode, I just simply want to deploy these two applications. I really don't know when was the last time we deployed them. I've been just making, I don't even minding about the deployment, but at this point I think we should at least make sure that we deploy it online, and I can start really pushing features when we are maintaining the deployment at this level, before the app gets really big and we cannot maintain the deployments. So it's what I want to do in this video, and maybe if time allows, we create something small, like creating a school admin. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the Node.js API. So this is our API, and so far it doesn't show any errors. To be sincere, I'm not seeing any errors, and I don't even remember the steps we used to deploy to last time in the other one, but I'm just going to really make sure that I have everything pushed, so I can just simply go and do git status or something like that. Git status. So you can see on the main branch everything is up to date. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Railway, is where I normally deploy. You can just deploy anywhere for sure. I think there is even you can also deploy even on Vercel. I'm not sure, you can add, I'm not sure if you just you just deploy from something like this, you just go and pick a Node.js project. I'm not so sure. I've never deployed a Node.js application to Vercel, but if you wanted, you could say deploying, for instance, a Node.js app to Vercel. I don't think it is just a popular thing, and I'm not so sure if it is a popular thing. You can see there is a guide here from Vercel actually. Okay, so we have a template of an express project that can be cloned and deployed to Vercel as the initial starting point. So you can see, I guess you need to do this, or using an existing project, before you get started, you will need to have a Node.js installed and a Vercel account to complete all your steps. So you create a new project, install Express, okay, set up your Express app, and inside, so you have to create a directory named the API, access API, create a file on index. So you have the index, that is your Express, and then this will code defined by the route. Configure your project for Vercel. So by using Vercel.json, you control how Vercel will do this, destination API, blah blah. So you can just try there, but I'm just going to go ahead and I will just I think in my free time I will try to actually try to build this and try to connect to there and see. For now, there are a lot of documentation here, but just for now, I'm just going to, I don't know how much this small VPS, how much it can take in, but I'm just going to go ahead and say deploy from GitHub. And we have a lot of projects here. Okay, I'm seeing here School Pro API. Yes, like make sure that that is the project. I'm just going to go to GitHub repositories and okay, I think just like it is this one, School Pro API. Yeah, that is the one. Okay, let's just say continue and just say School Pro API, School Pro and School Pro API. So we can just like first add the variables, or you can even deploy and then add the variables later. But they will just create a project, and then they will just ask you for the variables. Now for the variables, we could just like go to the editor and just like paste them here. I don't know, do we have even variables to paste? I don't know, just like go to the .env for now, just copy whatever we have, just remove everything here and just copy, Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and then just go here, and then I'm just going to go and I say update variables. So it just does 3 variables right now, and then 3 changes, deployments. So you can just like say here, you can see it failed. Okay, just like apply changes and deploy, and we see what is the problem. Okay, so it is applying changes and just like initializing via GitHub, and you're just going to say what is the problem. Like I can always find like Node.js projects, really they rarely have issues, but just like go ahead and see actually what the problem is. And they say please check this, they build for see the problem. Okay, so they can say they're using Docker. Okay, so you can see here saying cache dot run. And then types class create input. Property school is missing in the type class create props, but required in. Okay, it seems like we have in our API we have some things to configure, I believe. Okay, I think from the last time when we changed things. Okay, can I just go through some of these things and we see. So we have the routes. Can say, like, for instance, we can start. These are the ones we created last. They don't look to have like problems right now. teachers. Okay, so you can just like see some problems right now. So I just try to fix some of these problems we have in these different files. So for instance, create new teacher does not really match. So you can see here teacher create props is not assignable type with this, and if you scroll down, type teacher create props is missing the following properties in this one. For instance, the user ID and the school ID. Since we added these things, okay, so I'm just going to go back to the create props. So here, remember we have these teacher create props. Now we added some other couple things in the teacher, and if you want to know what is missing, actually the error is very clear here on this. We are missing two things right now. Okay, user ID plus the school ID. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to the schema. Okay, so let's go first find the teacher. I'm just going to find the teacher. Model teacher is here. So you can see we have the user ID, which is actually unique and required, and then first name, last name. I believe all these ones are there. So we added also the school down somewhere. So we added the school ID. So I think those are the two ones we need right now. So I'm just going to go to the let's go back here for a second. Okay, just go to the teacher create, and this is good to create these kind of types. Really, you can see very nice. So just need to add two things: the school ID and the user ID. So you can see that after adding those two, the controller is now quiet. Yeah, just go back and see that now the create process is good. Okay, so I'm just going to go, and so we don't have any problem here. Subjects, the create here is everything okay here in the creating subjects? I believe everything here is okay. Let's first look for where there is at least errors. Okay, there is one error here. Okay, so if you just check in this, they will just tell us what the problem is missing the following properties, and that is like the user ID and the school ID. So we just want to go to the student create props. Just click on this and let's go to student create props, and then student create props, just go ahead and add two things, that is the school ID and also the user so we have the school ID, and then we have also the user ID. We just copy these two because we might just like add them in couple places. Okay, so moving forward, so we're done with subjects, students. I think okay, these are routes. I just want the here students, so it gets here we are now fixed since we have them. Go back to the school. Okay, they create school. I don't think we miss anything. Everything looks okay. Go to parents. We must be having also the same exact problem in the new parents. Let's see here. We are missing parent create is missing the following properties. That's the user, and I believe the user ID, and also okay, so let's go to the parent create. Okay, just going to add these two, school ID and the user ID. So at this point, the same thing I guess with the departments. So scroll up here to departments, and the department is also having the same problem. School is missing. So here we might just need actually to add the school ID. So just go here to the department create props. I'm just going to go ahead and add the school ID, and I think that's the only thing that was missing. Then classes, they have two errors. Creating a new class, this is also missing the school and the school ID. And then there is another one here, which is a new stream, which is also lacking the school ID. So basically, we can just go to the stream create, and so here I'm just going to add the school ID, and also for the for this class creating this, let's go ahead and add the school ID. So something like this. So just go back to these department, classes, and finally we have the admin, and seems like there is no any error here. So you can just go ahead and just say, for instance, git add, and then I'm just going to say git commit. Okay, I'm just going to say, for instance, fixed missing props. Okay, and different maybe you can say fixed missing types. Okay, so and then just git push. So just going to go and push this, and then see if this can you can see here that after you deploy the changes here on the API, it just like triggers. That's why I like using this. Just like you can see here, fix missing types, and you can see it is just here building. They said just I'm going to give it some time, and we see if it can go through. But basically, wherever you get issues, there is no any other thing other than reading through for sure. Just simply go through and read what could be the problem, and just know you could just like end up fixing them. Okay, so you can see basically we had issues with the types. Just like hoping everything can be okay, and then we move on to this. This was just like actually just like props for sure. You can see here, if you just like really reading, you can see that this was about the props. Okay, so just like hoping we can deploy this, and then we can just go ahead and try getting to hook the deployed version of the URL to the web version, and then we see how this works. And I believe also the web version, I'm not sure if it is deployed, but we need to also fix the problems there, and then we see if we can get this running. Yeah, it is taking some time, maybe some good news there. Just like wait and see for sure. just going to close this one and just like wait for this one, which is really building. There are some other places I want to explore, like deploying on Cloudflare, for instance, deploying Node.js app instead to Cloudflare. Now I'm just also going to, just like the Cloudflare, there is Cloudflare. I know there are no blogs for this. So there is this one, Cloudflare, and also deploying a Node.js app to Hesna. Like I really need just like I might just like try to start bringing Docker in the game, because and if just like this concept of Docker, because at the end of the day you will need Docker. Okay, you will need Docker. Most of the just going to start like using, if you're going to be deploying on these platforms like VPS on different platforms, you really need Docker. And I might just like go ahead and create a video about Docker. Yeah, soon enough I must really do this, and we could try our API and we deploy it on Hesna using Docker. You can see this blog, I think is Hesna community. There is also here building how to deploy Node.js app so that all node modules work fully. Okay, so you can see here you have to have a Wrangler. So Cloudflare uses this Wrangler as, I think, just like a CLI for Cloudflare. So you can see here you have to have the Wrangler.toml, the toml file, and then seems like there's no even a proper documentation for this. Okay, I just like see what is happening with our API. Is it still building? Oh, so the deploy was successful, guys. This is really nice. Okay, the deployment was successful. I like that. Like, if something just very easy to deploy is really deploying like these projects like on Railway. I always just find it like a breeze, really easy. Okay, so we just need to generate a domain. I'm just going to go ahead and just generate a domain here. We can use, okay, so the domain is here. Okay, what can we test with? Just go to Postman. Let me just first close this API. Where is our API? The School Pro API. Okay, it's here. Okay, so I just need to get like a simple one, like get schools. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and get this API. So the easy and the best way to copy this, and you could just say go here. So if I was to run this, does it return any school for now? Yeah, we have one school, so just come here and replace this up to here, replace it with this. Oh, I don't have HTTP thing. Okay, could just go here and just copy this. Never mind about this. This one here, we just copy this link and let me just go ahead and paste it here. Okay, so HTTPS and then this. Let's go ahead and see schools. Yeah, so you can see this is live and working. I just really love this. Okay, can't we just rename this? Yes, you can edit and try to rename to anything. School Pro API. Do we need the word production? Yeah, so School Pro API dot trade or whatever. It is very easy just to remember School Pro API. Okay, I'm just going to go now, just like copy this one. Okay, and then go back to here. Of course, now this one doesn't exist. Okay, application not found. So just go and replace it with this. Okay, so it is working. So I'm just going to now move this to our web. So if you just go back to the env, we must have the where we have the API URL. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and update this here, just like this. So this should just like continue working as usual. So I'm just going to try actually logging in and see what is actually happening. If actually we just like deploy this and we try it online. Okay. Okay, just like try logging in anyways. I don't remember, we just created like a super admin, and then this was what, like super the password. So this one is going to try to use actually the, yeah, so you can see that this is working at this point. So let me just try to deploy this and we see if we still have everything, and if time allows we just like use this very card to actually do the next thing. If you're just a school, the next thing should be create the, you should be able to create an admin for that school, and from that admin is the one who's going to create all the teachers, students, and everything. Okay, so let me just go and what do I need to do right now? Okay, I'm just going to try also to deploy this one. Okay, so just go ahead, just say git status. Okay, so your branch is up to date. So I'm just going to go to Versailles and update the environmental variables, I believe. So can I just like go to this, and I'm just going to copy the env first, and then I'll try to redeploy this. So simply go to Versailles. So just go to Versailles. I'm just going to go to this, and let's look for where we have the School Pro. So we have this School Pro here, and those who are just looking for the source code, please, the source code will be I will leave the link. And then also thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and also click the like button. Please like the video so that it can be promoted to other people. So I'm just going to go to environmental variables, and what, we don't have like any variables. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and simply paste this. You can even just like import the whole env, but since I copied, just going to go ahead and just paste these ones. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and save. So after saving, you can just go back to deployments, and oh, actually the last one really worked. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and just click on the last one and just click on redeploy. Okay, simply click on redeploy.
Okay, so just going to wait, and when to deploy this, we just go ahead and try actually to, I think this is just, we should just like rename this to something like School Pro Web. Yeah, I like that name. Let's just like fast wait, and it finishes the building. Meanwhile, it has been really good, guys. Always comment in the comment section which content you want me to create. I'm looking for, there's a lot of things that I need to really work on. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I grab the starter kit. If you haven't grabbed it, there is a new version of 15.04. okay, so really nice. And yeah, we are moving steadily. I like that. This year we need to hit 10k, guys. Please, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we need to reach 10k this year. Okay, so this is still building. That's like a good sign, just like building. Really don't know what is going to happen. You just like going to go through, or oh, okay, this went through just like that. Okay, so we are live. Okay, can I log in? Okay, this will be like crazy. Okay, so right now, are you trying to say we are just using our API right now in production? So I'm just going to go ahead and just say super admin. Okay, with super, just like that, and boom, we are online and this is working. Okay, just like try going to the dashboard. Okay, okay, let me try to actually log out, and we are like really logged out. So guys, we have managed to put this online. So I'm just going to see the time. I think it's just about like 31 minutes. We were able to do it in 31 minutes. Okay, this is, I didn't expect it to be this easy for sure. So the only thing I just like want to really do right now is, after this person registers like the school, so this is, remember, this is a super admin and this is probably the owner of the system. So of course for him, he has this account of the super admin, and then afterwards he creates, like when you just go to school, you register them, and then you create for them the school administrator. So we're just going to go ahead and register this admin, and then we'll create an account for the school admin, and it is from that account that everyone is going to be created, because that means he can log in and then he can do all those things he wants. Okay, if you just go back to the user, just like shortly in the API, I'm just like wondering what is in the schema for the user, just curious. Oh, the good thing, you can see we added the school ID plus the school name. I like this. Okay, we can just like customize everything depending on that. You can see we have the school logo. Okay, we could just like also like save the school URL. Okay, I think we're just going to let's just like first go here and I draw for you something I'm thinking right now. Xcard draw, just like this. So what I'm thinking right now, this is going to be the flow. How we're just going to do this is, we have, for instance, a super admin. So this is like a super admin. So super admin is going to create a school. If I can write, so super admin will go ahead and can I just like draw something else here? So this, he will create a school. Okay, he'll create a school, and then afterwards he will eventually also create he will also go ahead and create a school admin. Okay, so just click here, just go ahead and create also a school admin. So this is just going to be the first user for that school, because at that point we can't just register. There is no any other person who can do this apart from the owner of the system, because he's the one who has like already an account at this point, is the only person who can register. So then from there we can just, so now at this, if you create a school admin, that means like the school is in existence, and now this school admin should be able to log in. So now if we just like do this, if we just like bring this diagram, so now the school admin can actually log in. Okay, because now they have an account, we can create them a password and email and everything. So I could just go here what is going on? So just go here and just say now this person can now log in. And now on the after logging in is very interesting of what we need to do. Now this person, because this person here, the super admin, actually has no school ID, as we saw. He's not attached to any school, but then the school admin at this point, for him, he actually has a school ID and a school name as well. Okay, so we could actually say compare, because the most three important thing we need on a school, we might just also go ahead and actually add the school URL, like the school logo, because think about it, what is going to happen is this. We could just also just think about it, which one is more optimal at this point. I'm just going to show you. So upon login, the things we need, okay, let me just like go back here. So when we log in here, when someone logs in the admin, so here just like at the dashboard, so at the dashboard we need to see the school, like we need some credentials about the school. So we need to have a school, and we're going to be using this, like showing it in multiple places all over the place, like maybe in the sidebar. So we need a school, and in this case we're interested in the school name. Okay, school name, we could also say school ID, and lastly the school logo, I believe, because if you remember, if you log in, can I just like locally, I'm logged in. If I just like go to the dashboard, so if I just like go to the dashboard, here you can see there is this logo for the school pro. So this should be actually the logo for the when a person logs in, this should be the logo for the school. And I think we could also ask for 2 logos, because I think about this, you can see the situation here is not good with this one. Okay, we need 2 logos, one for the desktop, one you can see it has this whole weird behavior you get if this image is going through here. Like, I'm even unable to select this at this point, so we sort of need like 2 logos for the school. Now this becomes it becomes a significant information if I just go back here. So now we don't have even 1 logo, we have school logos. So we have 4 fields we need, this. Now this might be not really worth it to save all this information on every user. You could be like, that is like a serious like thing you could do. Like you save all these information like school ID, school, and then there's all the school logos, and then you save them onto the user who is logged in. Another way what we do is upon login. So here you can see that upon login, at least we have the school ID, very sure of that. We have the school ID and the school name on this. So we use the school ID. So at this point here, where a user is trying to actually log in, we just can I just like write another thing here? So we just go ahead and fetch. Okay, so here we just go ahead and fetch the school details. Okay, so we fetch the school, and then after fetching it, then we set this in the zustand store and we persist it. So we could, if we wanted, we could put it in 2 places at this point. If we wanted, one, we could just fetch this school during the login. When someone puts this, upon successful login, we go ahead and fetch the school. Okay, and when we fetch the school, we can save it in 2 places if you wanted. This is we could put it in the zustand store, and we persist it there, and you'll be accessing this only on the client. If you want to get on the server, you could also put the school in the cookie store. So we just also approach our cookie store and we add these details, something like this. And now, meaning that if we come back to the dashboard side, we should be able to access now the school name, school ID, and all this information. Even if we had like 2 logos, we could still have like these, now all the information saved in the cookie and the zustand, and we can access them both on the client and the server. And then on the dashboard, you could be able to show it in all places you need. Now, speaking of the logos, we need to ask for 2 logos here. Okay, we need 2 logos for this to really work very well. Otherwise, we could decide not to show that, we only show this icon. I don't know, like if we ask for 1, if we just keep with 1, I don't think that is like a better idea. Maybe we could just like only 1, and then when you come to this side, in the settings, you could just go ahead and add the not to ask for more information. This becomes in the school settings, because there will be like more information we need from the school, I believe. So you could just like ask only 1, and then in this. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do it like that. If I just go to where this logo is located right now on the web, I'm just going to go to the web. Hey, we even have logo. Are we using this? I'm not sure if I'm using this. This looks like okay, just like first confirm. Yeah, might be actually. Like if we just go to responsive. Yeah, if it was a logo, it could not do something like this. So alternatively, I think we could just like put the school name, the because like I don't know, like we have this logo. You're just going to use the logo. It's just the easy thing. The problem with the school name, you cannot control the school name. Can be like 1,000 characters. Now the 1,000 characters, putting it on the dashboard here becomes really crooked. So the logo becomes something that is very useful. Okay, so that means like you just have to put the logo, right? Okay, so now the question is how are we going to manage that? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and we start working on all what we said here. Okay, so we have the school admin. Until this, we don't have all these things in place. But the first thing is that he can be able to create a school, and you can just go in the Postman. You see that the school has a logo, a slug, and the ID and the name and everything. Now, could just like also we'll have like more details you're going to add on to this. Like for instance, the logo we said we're just going to have also for the responsive logo, like the mobile logo. So we'll just like also have the mobile logo, bringing it into this one. But in that case, we just show only this icon. We could just like simply show only this cape icon on the small devices, just like that. I will just like have to redo that in the logo space. So okay, since we have that, what do I start from? Okay, I'm just going to start from this point. So this one is good already. We just need to know the redirect from this one. We should be able to redirect to that school. Okay, now since we want the ID, we are more interested in getting creating a user with the school ID. I'm going to send all that information in the URL as we are registering the user. So I'm just going to go to the UI. So there is where we have the school. Okay, these are components. So we have the contact us, login, front end, and then we have the school. So you can see under the school we have the school onboarding. Okay, so we can also just like have just have a new folder inside here. So I'm just going to create a new folder, and this is going to be, for instance, school. Just going to have a school admin. Okay, so inside the school admin, I'm just going to create this, create another folder we could just create a new file, and this is going to be having the school ID. So this one, school ID, and then inside page.tsx rfc. Okay, so before even I do rfc, see, this is going to be having the params. So if you remember in Next.js 14, we could just come here and we abstract the params like something like this. Just the params, and then for instance the params, you have the school ID, and then you pass in for instance this is a string. This would be really enough. Now this changed. This one actually is returning a promise, so this one is going to be a promise just like this, and then you do something like this. So this is the new way of annotating types for the params, and you can find all this information in the docs. So just go to Next.js docs, just here. I'm just going to go and search for the params, and just scroll down to where we have the page layout page.js. Okay, so this is now how you get the params plus the search params. Now since we want both of them, I'll simply copy this and paste it here. So you can see the params, they are now defined by the promise. So you simply, whatever we are returning here is in the promise. The same thing to the search params, they are now accessed by passing them as a promise. So that is something good to know. And from this, we can actually get now our params in this way. So you can say const, for instance, the school ID. So here I'm just going to say, for instance, this is going to be school ID, and then search params. Okay, so you're just going to say const school ID is equal to await. Okay, await params dot. So you need to actually first put this take this, and then when this comes back, then you can just get the school ID, and then this one means we need to make this async. So in other words, for the search params, we need to also do the same thing. You can see getting the values. This is how you get it. You await the params, and then you can just get this flag later on. I believe even the search params, you can just get the filters just like this. So let me just go here. For instance, we just pass in the school name. Okay, so I'm just going to call this title, or name actually. So I'll just say, for instance, name const name is going to be equal to await, and then I'm just going to await search params. So put these ones like so, and then you could just say access I think the name, something like that, and then we can just go here on the page. So I'm just go here and return a div, and I'm just going to say here school. Just going to have like a one for the school name, school ID, going to be like school ID, and then the school name to be name, and then so we could just say if there is no school ID, because this one's going to be not required, but this one is required, so we can just return not found. So we can just like return this not found function. And I don't know if we already have not found. Do we have the not found? Yeah, we have the not found here. Okay, so that's good. We have that. So just going to try. So just need to route to this page simply. So after the login, we need to log in the school admin, and then we do that. So on the school onboarding, this is where we have the school onboarding form. So you see, whatever we get back from this response, okay, so we could just like annotate right now, this does not have the response. This response is not clear of what is coming back. So if you just go to create school, we can annotate the response to this. Okay, it takes in this, but we can also just give back the response from this API. Okay, we have our API post, and then we can just like see this create school. So you could just have like a create school response. Anyways, if we wanted, we could simply have these types here. Do we really need the created and all that details? We don't need these two fields here. Okay, and we're just going to go into customizations, and you will see that all the unnecessary fields, they will not be really stored. Okay, we're going to talk about the optimizing the API. Everything is really important when you are returning back whatever you are doing. For instance, the return back for this. So in our API, if you just go here, because that is like the return response from the create. So if you just go to school, I think we named it in the admin. So if you just see here, we have this create school somewhere, get contacts. Okay, where is the school? Here. So if you just look at the create school, it does this create new school, so it just like returns back everything, and then just like return this new school. So you could just like go ahead and return some data that we want. So for instance, we could just say ID, which is going to be school, or we could just like do something like this actually. Whatever we have, we could just have const, and we can just like remove from the new school. Okay, we could just remove the created at. So the easy ways to do this, created at and also the updated at, and then we just say here that I think we could do something like this, others. Okay, I believe you could do something like this. If you just do this, others is ID, name, logo, and Slack. This is the information we need only. So like, you don't need to store more than what you need. For instance, if you know you don't want the created ad and the updated ad, then we can just like leave this. And for this one, all this information, do we need it? For example, we need the school details. Yeah, so we need to save this. We need to save this in the created ad. So this is like the most important information we need: ID, name, logo, and the Slack. So this is what we need, and this is what I'm just going to return. So just go here and return, for instance, others. Okay, just like this. Now, so after getting this information, this is what is going to actually be there. So this is what we return, okay, as our data. You can see we also return the error in the response. So we could also just like come here and do this. Now I believe in the we will start using React query for all this data fetching. I don't know if I should just like bring it in this application or not, but we might just like have to end up using React query and just like we'll change a little bit some of the things. But right now I'm just going to create a response to this. So for instance, I'm just going to go to types. Okay, so in the types, just like search for school. Do we have anything to do with school here? Okay, so just like create here the school. So export type school. I'm just going to go ahead and do something that like this. Like this. So this is what is returned from the school. So I just go back to this. Just go back the action, and whatever this, you can just say as school. Okay, this is what we return from this. So when you just go to the onboarding form, now this has the school. Okay, if we just say, for instance, dot, you see I have this information here. Okay, so what I need to do right now is to redirect. So if we successfully create a school, we need to first of all at this point we need to redirect. So you're just going to define a router here. So already I think we have a router. We aren't routing anywhere. Okay, so you just say const router is equal to use router. Oh, I already have the router. I'm just like wondering. We have the router here, so we can just like simply use the router. So router dot push. So now we just need to push, okay, to slash. So you can see we need this school admin. So you just say school admin, school admin, and then
we need first of all to pass in the school ID. So here's going to be dollar, which is going to be the response dot ID. That will be the school ID, and then question mark title. Actually, we just called it name. The school name is equal to dollar, and then we say dollar, which is going to be raise dot name. So you can see like we only actually need two things from the create school. We need only these two things. So you could just like go and remove even the rest of the information. You don't need to fetch more than you need, but for now let's just like leave it like this. Okay, so I can just go ahead now, try this and see what is going to happen. Oh, so make sure that, so the changes we made here in the API now, since we're just going to be using the hosted version, you can just like always make sure to publish these changes as you just like work on things. But it doesn't matter right now, the information will be will come back. So I'm just going to refresh the page and try to actually create a school, another school. I'm just going to create a new school called Deche Secondary School. This is my school, and just going to leave the logo like this, and just going to go ahead and try to create the school. So register the school, successfully created, and yeah, we have been redirected. Okay, we have been redirected, but all these ones are actually undefined. So let me just go to inspect, and we could just like actually make sure that we console.log the response. Yeah, actually we have the response. Oh, like this is line 45. Wait, where's the line 45? Okay, it is on the data, right? So the response back like on line 48. Where is the response on line 48? It is here. Oh, so it returns back an object which has data plus error. Oh, okay, this is good. So this is like returns back the data and error. Okay, so which is good if you wanted, like, for instance, the error. And in this case, I'm just going to go back here, and so you say here this is data dot actually dot data. So you just like data dot data, and then like this data here returns also back the error. So this should now work. Okay, I just go back to the onboarding and create another school. So I'm just going to go and say Saint Michael or Saint Michael High School. This okay, just like go ahead and now register. Okay, so you can see right now we have all these things populated, and we have the ID plus also the name of the school. So this is really great. So let's go ahead and just add the form that is going to be responsible for building that. So I'm just going to go here. What I need is to go and see the school onboarding form, this very one here. School. I'm just going to say Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and I will rename this one to school admin form, something like this. School admin form inside the school. Then I'm just going to first go here and say, for instance,
So I'm just going to say here welcome to, for instance, this one can say Saint Michael High School. Okay, and then you can just say here create the admin for this school. Okay, and then I'm just going to go down here, and then we add all the information we need for the admin, and we just need as minimal information as possible. So you just go to the user, the information we need from here in this create user, just go here, create user props. This is the something we need. I'm just going to go this, can just actually export this into the web types, and we could just come here and we have this export this, and then the roles. So just like look at the roles right now. Okay, just go to the user roles. In the Prisma schema, in the user, we have this user role. So these are just like the roles we have right now. So just like copy these ones, and then this side we could just like represent them like this. So we have the super admin or admin, and then if you have the teacher, and then we have the student, and lastly we have this. Okay, just like this. Okay, so all others are defined, so we just need to define these important things for this person. So if you just come back to, I thought I renamed this. Oh, so this was the copy I was supposed to rename. Okay, so we have this school domain form, and if you want to know the data we need, now I just go here and just say school. This is like user create props. This is the information we need. We need the email password and all those kind of stuff. So we could just go into our form and let's just go ahead and duplicate this. We need like this to have grid course 1. Yes, I just say simply say md grid course 2, just like this. And I just duplicate this. So for starters, we need email, password, and then the name. So I'll start with the name and email. So here just going to come with the name. Okay, so you could just like actually pass the icon here. I'm just going to say user, and then we have the email, so it's going to be email, and then this is going to be admin name, and then admin email, and they just like also pass in the icon, and it's going to be like email mail, actually mail from Rosid. Next, we don't need an image at this point. I believe it will be something coming like later on. Image, you can see, is not required. Admin will update that by himself. So the another thing that is important is the password and the phone. So those are like the two things I'm just going to add: password and the phone. Password and the phone. So just simply duplicate this. Okay, so just going to come here and we say admin phone. So you're just going to say phone, and you're just going to say phone, I believe. And then yeah, finally is going to be the password input. So you're just going to say password, password input, just like this. And it also has everything. I'm just going to pass in an icon. It's going to be the lock, and then this is going to be admin password, and then it's going to be also password. Okay, I believe that's it. We don't need the image, so just not going to upload their image at this point. They will update that one later on, and it's going to be now create admin, create school admin, just like this. Okay. So let's just like we still have 3 errors. So first of all, the information I want to pass in into this one will into this one. This is going to be the school admin form. School admin form. I'm just going to accept some props here. So this one is just going to be the name, so the school ID. So just going to accept the school ID and also the school name. Okay, and then just come here, school ID is a string, and the school name is is also a string. Now using these ones, we can come here and say data dot for some school ID is equal to school ID, and then data dot school name is equal to school name. Okay, so if you just look at our user here, we already have email, password, so just remaining with the role here. So we can just say here data dot role, and here you notice that we have these types because of putting them there. So just want to say this is going to be admin, and then now on our data we already have the email, password, role, name, and the phone, then the school ID and the school name. Image is not required, so that information is enough to go ahead and create like a user at this point. Okay, so this is good. So after this one, now of course we can successfully route to the dashboard. So at this point we can successfully route to the dashboard. First way to route, of course, but this would be like it. So what I need to do now is call this school admin form. So we've been calling this school onboarding form. What am I doing? We have this is the school onboarding form, and then this is like the school admin form. So just come here to this. If I see this page, I'm just going to copy this card exactly the way it is. By the way, why are we having this redundant div? So like, I'm just going to copy this one right now, go to this, okay, go to this, get the card content, and now this is going to be the school admin form, and this one expects us to pass in the user the school ID, which is going to be the school ID, and then also the school name, which is going to be the school name. School name. Oh, okay, this is the name, I believe. Now the school name is going to refuse because, as we know, the type for this, you can see it is string array, or undefined. Okay, so we can since this one can actually be undefined, like the school name is not a big thing at that point, but we could also like check it here. Like we could just like check it here, the name, if there is no name. Okay, now still doesn't necessarily mean that it changes anything on this point here. If you check on the name, the undefined is now checkable here, but then one thing you can just like do this, you can just say as a string, because eventually it's going to be a string. So this one solves this problem. Now going back this school admin, now that we have the school name, we can actually go ahead also use it here, welcome to, and then you can just like put the school name. Okay, then y is save student, so make sure that also here on top in this we have the user create. Okay, something like that. So I just go up here with sort of this. I don't know why this got confused. I can first, oh, it changed the auto import. They just go here and do this. Okay. At this point we need to see how the page looks like. At this point in time, let me just see. Okay, we have the server error, but yeah, so you can see welcome to St. Michael High School. Create the admin for the school. This is really cool. Just put the admin name, admin email, admin form, and the admin password, and create a school admin. So just hit this one. It should just go ahead and create a user with those details. So we already have that endpoint. If you just go to this side, in the API we already have the user. This is the create user thing that we need actually. If you just go back to the route, you just see the route. So this is the route here. So you have just go to users and then register, and we pass in this create user. So just see if we can just hit that endpoint, and if we can do that, we'll be the happy people right now. So I will just say go back to school. So we just go here in any of these ones, and I just simply want to create the one thing. Okay, I'm just going to duplicate this one. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'm just going to say user. Okay, so just going to first remove things I don't want. So I'm just going to say here, this is create user. Okay, and then I'm just going to say user create props to expect here, and then this is going to be register. Then we pass in the data. Do we need to revalidate anywhere? I'm not sure. Like at this point we don't need to revalidate, and the data we get back doesn't really matter as such at that point. Yeah, so fate create user, something like this. Okay, so I think in one of the video, like in the next video, I'll work on error handling, like really to get back the errors on the forms, but for now, just like I don't mind. So in this, I just remove all these. We first work on only one, just like this. Okay, so it seems like something pretty straightforward at this point. Okay, so let's go and try to hit this endpoint. So I can go and where is the school admin form? So down here now we are ready to say create user, and you can see everything is good. You can consider this one, and of course we're just going to route the dashboard, but for now we just simply want to see what happens. Refresh, and just go ahead and just say admin name. This is going to be Mr. Waswa, maybe Waswadeo. I don't know, password there, just like this. Admin is going to be waswa. Okay, just say here, for instance, waswa at admin.com. Do I even remember these details? I don't know. Like the email we really wanted. So then here, just like put any phone number and then the password, login 2026. Okay, let's see what is going to happen right now. Create squad admin. Okay, so you can see successfully created. We can confirm this by going to just go to users, and can we just get user? Do we have that endpoint? You could just create that very fast, that endpoint here. Simply like stock users, irrespective of the school, maybe. Okay, maybe we could just call them school users, like if we wanted to know the. Okay, so let's look at the all users in the system. Is it be this, and get, for instance, get all users. Okay, all users, can I just go to this, and do I have like anywhere to get the get correct subjects brief? Just want to copy something here to use. Go back to users, down here, get all users, just like this. Get all users, and then you say users await db.user. Okay, return. So like you might just need to select. So here you can just come here and you're like order by. I'm just going to say select. So you don't want to return all the details on the user. Maybe the ID to true, email, okay, the name, and then maybe the phone. Okay, and then what else? I might just like only return only these ones, like maybe even the image too. You don't need to bring really to return a lot of things. Like even this one is not even a necessary, like the image. Just like need only this information, and just return the users. Okay, so let's go to our postman. Try to hit this endpoint, not forgetting to update this here, get all users. So if you just go to users in the postman, like get, just going to go here. Can we duplicate this? Just going to duplicate, and just going to say get all users, get all users, and this is going to be v1 users, something like this. So just want to look at the you can see the admin is here. Okay, you have the ID, email, the name, and the phone number. So this was successfully created. Okay, so at this point I need to route this. Let me just, he has done his job. The only thing remaining right now is to simply route him to the dashboard. So here Now you can just like route him to the dashboard. Okay, so done. And in our workflow right now, we are here, super admin, and you can see this here right now. So the school admin now can log in because the login functionality, we already have it. Meaning even if I go to the online place, I should be able to log in, right? Let's just go here. So I could just go ahead and log out. So at this point, let me head to the dashboard. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go and try to log in right now. Since now they gave us to log in again, let me log in as an admin. So if you remember, the email to this person was this. Okay, let's like first try to log in with any other credentials. Like this should not go anywhere, right? We might not have like any errors right now. Error handling is still bad, but you're not logging in anywhere. But just like try this person. Just going to try this person here, which is going to be the password was login, and we're just going to return back our thing now. Login at 2026. Yeah, so you can see now this logs in into the system. The account was created. You can see it is Wasadeo, and these are all his details. So at this point, this is why we need to capture the these details, as we said in our workflow here. So upon the login, we need to actually go ahead and save these school details, because if you look at these if you want to just like to show the welcome message here, I'm just going to come here, maybe just go to V0, maybe create for me a nice light colored scheme banner, welcome banner for the admin dashboard, for the dashboard. Okay, that has the name of the logged in user, the school, and their role. Okay, so I guess I see what this can create. A small banner, and then just like we're just going to place it, just going to go ahead and place it on top here before we put these things here. Like just be like nice for welcoming our person. Okay, so you can see here this looks very nice. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, welcome back, Jane, teacher at Spring. This, oh, this is nice. Okay, I'm just going to go to just get this. I think it's like it's going to work for some sake. I think this is okay. Welcome back. gender teacher at Springwood Elementary. I'm just going to go with this for now. I'm say just like wondering if, for instance, cloud can make this better. I just like want to compare AI. This is a welcome banner for my dashboard. Can you improve it to look much good and appealing? Okay, maybe with blue color scheme. Okay, I'm just going to also just say this the v0. Can you use the blue color scheme? Can you use a blue color scheme, since our staff is using the blue color scheme? So just like see what this can create. Okay, so welcome back. This is what what the heck is this? It's not showing the whole entire preview. Oh, okay. I think it's like looks like much better. I don't know. Did I just like, why did I click? I clicked like this one. It's just like the preview. You just even just like see it here. I think this is just like good. Let's just go ahead and get this, not to waste much time. So copy this. Okay, I'm just going to come here in this, so in the forms, and then like we could dashboard, we're just going to create a welcome message. Welcome .tsx, and then welcome banner. So it has this username, user school, and user role. So just have this. So whatever we're just going to call this, just going to go to the dashboard and we call the welcome banner. Okay, where is this dashboard page? Okay, so irrespective of who is coming here, let's go ahead and show them a welcome banner here. You can say welcome banner. Now we need to make this either async, and then we can just say const user is equal to await. Is that await get server user, like this. So if you just like look at this user here, has the details on the user. I'm far much interested to know what does this return back. So you can see it saves in this user. If you just go and look at the user, you can see they have the email name. Oh, it's just like referring to this we just created. Okay, So we can't just get the role, we can't just get the some of these information we need from here. You can see the school name and the school ID is there. So if I just go here in this, we need to pass in what do we need here. We need the username. You take username. Okay, just like username, user role, and user score. So username is going to be from user dot name, and so if you just want that, you could just like make sure that there is a school. So it's like if there is no user, you could just redirect if you wanted, like redirect to the login. So this becomes now okay. So just a user role is going to be user dot role, and lastly is going to be the user school. So you can see now we don't need an extra fetch. So user dot school name. Okay, so this one you could just like kind of be undefined, so you could just like give it an empty like that. So now we have the welcome banner that should show up somewhere, and unfortunately we have an error. Just going to try to put this, and then you can see welcome back was the admin at St. Michael High School. Look at that, guys. Okay, this is really nice. Only that I feel like it is like distracting. I feel like it is distracting. Can I just tell it to keep it still, like can you make the background light instead? Like just like feel like it is very strong maybe, or something. Like you could argue that this is okay, since like all other places don't have anything really much going on. You could just like use this, but let's see if we can just like produce something much like better. Okay, so there is this version and the other version. Which one is better? I think I like the other version better than this one. Okay, let's go with this one for sure. Okay, admin at St. Michael High School. So this is great. Already we have the name. So the problem is if we still want to use these details, we need to set these details for this entire school in like a hook that's going to be giving, for instance here, to change this into St. Michael High School or something like that. And so let's just do that. I feel like what's the time right now? Okay, just going to make this only 2 hours. So just use the 13 minutes to set this in the school. So what am I going to do is, so I think we already have we implemented last time the store. So if you just like look in the store, we have the auth.ts. Okay, so I'm just going to simply give it what we want to keep. So what I need to keep right now is the go in the types. Okay, and look for the school. So this is the information we have on the school that we would want to make like really global. This one, the good thing, like the name of the school and the school ID, we still have them on the user. So in some cases we could just like use that, but in this case here we need, for instance, a logo. Okay, so let me just go to cloud and just say, for instance, create for me a school. Okay, create for me a zustand school store. Okay, with, and I'm just gonna say, and persist it with these details, and I need to also, of course, okay, I'm just going to leave it. I think it's just like able to create also the set function. Yeah, maybe we should just like added like the Typescript. Maybe it's going to understand that. So it should just like create get school, and then like we have update delete school. Okay, I don't think we need all those ones. We need just like add school. This is okay. Update, we don't need update really, and delete. Get school by ID, get school by slag. We don't want to give it all those like the roles. I'm just going to say create for me like the remove or other methods. I just need the set school. Okay, and the get school, I guess we have like set school. Okay, just like we just leave it as add school. So you add school, update set selected school. I'm just going to say I need the set school and use. And the school. Okay, so that I can be able to set it anywhere and also get it anywhere. So you just don't need like all these things like here. So I will simplify this. So just focus on those ones. So you can see we have the school here, then the school state, we have the set school, and you have the set school here, as you can see, and then we also have the school. So you have the school here like so. So just going to copy this. So here I think this is the usage. Okay, I'm just going to go to back to the web, to the store. Let me just create another store here. I'm just going to call it school. Okay, .ts, and paste this. Okay, so if you just like check, we have this type already. So you can just say get the school from the types, and then we use school store, which is the hook. and we have the school state. It sets the school and it will also persist it. Did it persist? I believe it should be able to. You can see it is wrapped in the persist function, and then we set the school to this. So let's just go and use this like on the after the create school. This is where we need to do this. So you can just say set the school anywhere in this. Use store.getState.set school. Get the school. So you can just do this. Okay, I just need something like this where you can access the school or get the school. So I can just say, for instance, that during the school onboarding, this is why we get back the school, right? And in the school onboarding, after we create this, before we we have to fetch the school, I believe. If you just look at our, so upon the login of the school admin, this is why we say actually fetch the school, because we have the ID, right? So what we can also do is we need to have something to get the school. So I'm just going to go to the login. Okay. Okay, where is it? Admin. Like, am I like looking at login? Just search for login, just like this. Okay, so upon the successful login, here you can see we set the session data. We also have, even from the session, we have the user and the role. So at this point here, we need to this is why we need to also set and fetch the school for the user, right? So before we do this, after getting the session data here, and then we set this here, before even we just go to this. So after getting the session data, we could just go ahead and fetch the school, okay, and and that is like after getting also the role. So because this is going to dictate, okay, so fetch the school and the what are we just going to do? So you can just like do this if role is so just going to have not equal to super admin, then you can just go ahead and get the user. So at this point, they just go ahead and just fetch the school with the school ID, because we know very well the super admin doesn't have in the user doesn't have that. Okay, so let's first create the hook. It's going to fetch for us the school. Okay, just go here. Under schools, I'm just going to, okay, we need to create one where we have, for instance, a gate, something like this. So just go back to the school and let's get school. Okay, by ID, and we pass in the ID here, which is going to be a string, and we just say get, this will be schools, and then like as in $ID, something like this. So this is going to be school, and then this is going to be school, and this is going to say school. Okay, do we already have like the school props? Yeah, so the school is going to have those kind of details. So you just need to create this in our API. Just go back to where we have the school and just like add one route that says schools, and then like we have like ID, and this is going to be get school. Just go here where we have the get schools. Okay, so I'm just going to comment this. It's going to be get school, actually, by ID, and then we get the ID, and this is going to be school, and then we can select, so we don't need to have a very, so just where I think we did some select. Okay, I think here you just need to just do select, and if I just like come here, you could just like copy these and the ones we need. So just paste them here. I'm just going to simply say all these places true. So we just need these. Okay. Now this is going to be brief. This is like school details is okay. Okay. Can we just go back and return the school? So this is going to be a school, and let's return back the school. Okay, so get school by ID, copy this, and let's go to schools, and just like post this like so. And since I just want, you could just say here and just say added school. Added school fetch, page. Okay, and just like push that. So you can just like come here, and then we have get schools by ID, like this, like do we add it? Oh yeah, I think like this should work. Is that how it's supposed to be? Get school ID. Like sometimes I forget even the routing. Is that how they do the route? We are forgetting a slash, customers slash. So just like put a slash like this. Okay, schools ID. Okay. Okay, so we can just like test this. We can just test this in Postman and like school. So I just going to get one school right now. We have like about 3 schools, I believe. Okay, so you have like 3 schools, like St. Michael High School. So I could just duplicate this. I'm just going to go say get school, single school, maybe a single school, and just first of all just go to this. Can you save this? And then copy the ID and let's go to get single school API v1 schools slash this ID. Okay, so you can see cleanly you have the ID name logo and this. So this one works. So we just need to make sure in the web we call this. I don't know if just like it's going to be response.data.data. We can just like go and test this. And then let's go to the login page. This is where we have everything, fetch the school. So you can just say here await. And by the way, like we might not even just need to check this. I'm just going to leave it, just going to say await. So const school is equal to await get school by ID, and then here I'm just going to pass in session dot user dot school ID. Now you can see in this the school ID is this one is string null or undefinable, is not assigned to you don't assignable to type string. Okay, so just going to simply copy these. Okay, and just go to this one, and I'm just going to change the types for this, like string null or undefined, meaning that I'm just going to actually do an if statement. Okay, so you can just say only if ID. Okay, then we can just now run this. Okay, there's no need or even running it. And if there is no ID, I believe we can return nar or something, I don't know. Since we have this school here, you could just return this errors. So if there is you could just like put the errors part here. So you could just here return. Okay, you could just say const school is equal to this, and then you say everything to is an R. So like you could just like say everything to nar. And then just simply return a score. So in this way we have like the fallback, like if there is no ID, and in this case this will happen if this role is that role is just for the admin. So we just get back our school, which can be a school or nar, which is okay right now. And then we say set. So you can just go here. After getting the school, we can now call the hook. So down here, I just say const set. Just for say is equal to use school store, and then you can just get this set school. Now we can just actually just go here and set school, and we just like pass in the school. Okay, so if you just look at this school, is because the school has this null or even undefined, isn't types a school or null. So this type undefined is not assignable to type school or null, so they can accept the null. So what that means, like this one can return undefined. Okay, so what you can just say, you can just like say o null. Okay, just say now type, and I don't say there with type string. School or this owner is sometimes school owner. Okay, so what we can also just do is, instead of doing this, we could just say as school. Okay, just like this. Great. So you can see on your here is as user. So this sets the school. Okay, and now we can use this school in any places, for instance in the app sidebar. So let me just go back in the app sidebar. I think this is where we have things like sidebar header. So this is why we have this logo here. So you just go to the logo, So right now is using these variants. I want to change this. For instance, I want to show this logo. I want this one, first of all, this div here. Okay, so I want this div here to show this div. I want only to show in, so I'm just going to say md hidden. I just want to show this one on small screens, and now here is where I'm just going to show actually the image, the actual logo. So I'm just going to come here and let's say image from next image, and then I just go ahead and put source src like this, and then just give the width. So I will just get the logo dimension. I believe we have it like in the public images, and we have the logo. Okay, just like that. I just like sorry, not renaming it, but I simply want to go to this and maybe see the dimensions. This is 500 by 150. 500 by 150. So just go here. Width is 500 and height is 150. So the source is going to be slash images and then slash logo.png. Just like missing the alt, so here alt is going to be equal to something. So now I want this to be the default image. So from here we can make this we could have said it also in a cookie, but I don't see a reason why we can put it why we need to put it in a cookie. In that case, we can just like leave it here. Just going to say use client, and now inside here you could do something like const, and then from use cool store like this, and then here you can just go ahead and get the school itself. Now from the school, as you can see, we'll have the logo. So you can just come here, for instance, say it's going to be the school dot name, and then just like this can be, for instance, school pro as the default. And then even the same thing here, the image is going to be school dot logo, and this is going to be the default, just in case we don't have it. So just going to pass in the class name to make sure that this doesn't look really weird. Okay, so we have now in the light mode and in the dark mode. Now that is something we're just going to set maybe in the future, I believe. Right now I just simply want to maybe copy the same thing, replace it with this one, and then also this to give it that md hidden. Okay, so having done this, now we should give this school like maybe default values or something, like some default values, because otherwise it's going to the good thing, if this is now there is nothing, we still have the fallback, I believe, of this one. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm just going to go ahead and log out. Okay, so you can see now it is showing the actual logo. I believe it is huge. So in the class name, either we stay the height or we stay the width. Okay, so if I say width, for instance, can I just select width of 36? We first look at that. Okay, this sits in properly actually. Maybe 40 something. Can you just say 40? Yeah, I think like 40 is okay. 44. Okay, let's go with 44. And so this class name, just do the same thing here. Width of 44. Okay, and we cannot just give it there's no need of object fit because we're just only giving it width. So height is going to be auto. Okay, so right now we cannot know the actual logo that is currently present here. Okay, so if you want to know that, they just go here and try to actually log out from this user. We're just going to create the final school now. So I'm just going to log in as a super admin. Super. So then I can just go ahead and create another school. Now I'm just going for this school. I'm just going to go ahead and why can this go away? What is this now? Okay, so I'm just going to create a new school, and it's going to be unique high school. Okay, and then now to prove, we need to add a new logo. So let's go ahead, and by the way, on this new logo, I believe maybe we should put the dimensions. For instance, 500 by 400 is the most preferred one. So we could be very clear about that. So let me just go to this the school onboarding form. So we could just go here and we'll be clear on customize your logo. Just going to put in this like 500 pixels by 150 pixels is the most preferred one. Okay, something like this. Maybe you could just, I don't know, just close this here. Okay, we could just like maybe have put something very small on top of this. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a new logo. So we could just go to, I believe, to Canva, create a new design, custom size, 500 by 150. Okay. And let's just say, just going to write some words here, text. Okay, just like add the text, say unique, just going to say unique high, just something like this, fit it in, and just do something like this. Okay, so this one, change it to, so just like maybe make the whole thing bold, but then this one I'm just going to change it to a nice other, maybe any other color of maybe their choice, I don't know, unique high or something. Let's first see the colors we just chose for this, black and that. So just like leave it like that, unique high. I don't think we need even to change anything as such. Let's just like really work with this. Okay. Just go and file, export PNG, and you can just even see transparent background. Okay, and then let's go ahead and upload this. Okay, just upload. See that this is working. Okay, so I'm just going to say, oh, we didn't put any icon. Can I just like put small icon here? Like graduate, like cape or something. Like this, like I don't know, like this could maybe go on top of the word unique, like here. Okay, like so, and you could just change this to this color. Okay, maybe that's like their thing, I don't know, like the logo design guys, you're good at this. I'm just going to go ahead and like download that's like a weird logo, but I have nothing to do. I want just add a simple icon to this. So just going to go here and just say unique unique high school with the unique logo. Oh no, I just didn't put the, why am I doing this? Okay, just go to file, download, just like transparent background. I think it just like, even if they added the one with the transparency, it will still work. Okay, so this is their logo. So let's go ahead and just register this school to prove the process we have done. Okay, let's create here an admin, and this is going to be maybe let's just say create Mutunji Lawrence. This is going to be Mutunji at admin.com. Phone number is going to be this, and password, let's say login 2026, and let's create this admin for unique high school. Okay, so successfully this will now route to the login, sorry, to the dashboard, I believe. Did we add that to route? I don't know if we added that routing. Let's go to the onboarding. We make sure that okay, admin form. I'm saying, like, when everything is okay, we should just be able to route. I wonder why it didn't route, but the user was created, right? If you just go to the users, get all users, should just have like the one for now. Yeah, so you can see there is this new user right now, but didn't route. I don't know why. Router, is everything okay? Just remove some of these things here. Okay, I will not take it serious for now. Okay, set user, just clean up here. Okay, so this is good at this point. I'm not sure why it didn't route, but we have, after this, set loading, create user, we console.log the response, we toast admin created successfully, reset, and then we router.push to admin. Okay, so at this point, let me just go ahead and you can see by the way. So if you just go to the school admin without anything, you see they tell you that this page does not exist. So if you just go to the dashboard, so you can see we have now the super admin, and this logo is the default logo. So they just log out, and now just like use this guy, the new person. Okay, just want to log in as a new person and see what is happening at this point. Can see something happened. Okay, async await is not yet supported in the client. Okay, so where did we use async await? No, yes, like somewhere we have async await. Where is that? The places that could be, let's see, the maybe the dashboard. I suspect the dashboard or something. So like where you use this async, and you might find this is use client. Of course, this is what the problem is. There is no need of us actually here having something stop us from being this a server component. Nothing really. So right now that is what the problem was. Okay, because we're using this get server user. Okay, so apart from that, did this person log in or not?
super expression must be null. So what is that now? State type super expression must be either null or a function. Okay, can I first like remove this user thing and this welcome? Is this originating from that? Okay, so this must be now originating from I believe in the logo, and we added a use client here. This is why we're using this use store. Okay, can I just like take off this and I just simply say const school you can just like put the we're using the logo something then another one we're using from the school is what, the name, and also take off this here. So I just was trying to figure out where the problem could be. Oh, where could the problem could be? They just first look at the console. I can just going to first stop the server and start it again. I just want to clearly see where am I having this problem. So it's compiling dashboard. And then we have this error now. Just go on top here, see what is this. Okay, the error is massive. Type super expression must either be null or a function. So either the whatever we are setting is maybe not right. I don't know where they are serving this. Not giving us like anywhere to start from. And just scroll down. Can just say it is something like great to do with so where could the error be? So clearly it is not in this. So the only other thing we added, of course, was the store. So you just go, we have the O store, of course, and then we have also now the school. So the only thing is to first know like what is the return back from. So if I just try to go back to, for instance, to the login page, okay, so you can see the user actually is logged in. Okay, so the something must be wrong with the school, probably. So if you just go to the login, where we have this get school, okay, get school by ID. This the response dot data like that. I don't know like what is the console.log for the school. Okay, so I'm just also going to go to the login, and for now I will not route anywhere. I just want to see the school. Okay, so how are we going to create a session? Okay, we could just go to the application. So we know we are using the user is in two places, the local storage and also the cookies. Can see these, so I'm just going to go ahead and just also delete them. So at this point, if we refresh, we should just like be redirected to the login. Oh, so the fact that we are just like using the logo, okay, we are going to fix that, but for now let's just go ahead and I want to see what is going on right now. So in the console here, okay, in the console here, I just want to say get this person here. I'm not sure if that is the password or something. Okay, so you can see login 41 was undefined. Okay, so login 41 was undefined. Okay, so either because of this, I just like remove this. I'm like, why is it going to the dashboard? I remember as if we commented. Didn't we just like comment? Oh, okay. I know why. I know why. Let me just go ahead and delete again the session things here. So you can just clear the cookies and also clear the local storage things here, and let's go back to the login.
So we can also go back to the login, like as in the page, this one here. First, also comment out this so that it doesn't route. This one don't choose routing. So go to the console, clear everything. Yeah, I just want to clearly see what is happening. Okay. Okay, so now 41 is getting back actually the school, as you can see here. So let me just know that this was set. Now let me just go and comment out this. Also comment out comment out this. Okay, so irrespective of that, we still have issues with that. Node stack frame TS now. Internal server error, and this is just like something that is on the dashboard. Okay, let's just try to see what is happening with the dashboard. So at least we fixed out one thing. So I just want to go to the dashboard and see if we can fix this. Dashboard page. Okay, so what is weird on the dashboard? Like, what the heck is going on here? I think just like because some of the things here cannot be in here, like rechats, they work on the client. Okay, some of all these things actually just like work on the client, most especially the actually chats. Okay, so what we can do is for instance, this is the I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So apart from the welcome banner, I'm just going to get this into a dashboard details. So this is just like dashboard. So it has this, which are just like analytics, and then we have these, which are just like charts and so on. Okay, so I'm just going to first get this, cut everything here. Yes, first copy, I believe. Let's first copy and just say to components. Okay, dashboard. Just going to say here dashboard details. The tsx rfc the word dashboard details is not good. I'm just going to paste everything here. Go back here and I will literally copy everything on top here. Let me paste everything. So let's shift these to this side. We're having
some things on top here. React. Yes, wait. Okay, just going to use this one. So it seems like everything now is okay. So I would just get everything. So this one has to be use client itself, because if you're using rechats, it has to use client. And then I'm just going to, so you don't need to use these ones. Okay, so I'm just going to simply go ahead and get this dashboard details, and let's get it to come to page. So where we have everything here. So this is it here. So just dashboard details. I can just like now and I comment this, and now also and I comment this, and then remove everything, because like all these we no longer have them here. So here just need to have these ones, remove all these ones. Okay, the what dashboard, I'm just going to fix this, rename this to dashboard. Maybe that's like the right spelling, and should just like update this side to nice spelling. Okay, now with these changes, this one should be like not having any issues with this. Yeah, so you can see that we are good here. And now the question is, here we don't have anything. Let's fix the logo thing. Just going to go to the logo and just simply remove this cool thing and get the one from the use store. And this is already a use client, so this is okay. So it should just like refresh, and you can see now we have unique high school, right? This is nice. Like I love this. This is nice. So you can see like welcome back to this admin at Unique High School, and we have a logo for Unique High School, nicely rendered with this. Okay, these ones need to have space Y, I believe. Just a second. In the dashboard details, I need to add just one class. We have two grades, so this one has to have a class name of space Y, maybe 6. Okay, that looks nice. Okay, so this marks the end of this episode, but the only one thing before we leave is to make sure that everything is deployed successfully. So I'm just going to check on the API git status. So here on the API we are good. The only problem is this side. So I'm just going to go here and say Control C, and we can just say go ahead and just say git add and git commit -m. Just going to say added admin login and git push. Okay, just like push all those ones. This is really nice. I love it. So this actually just finished the whole entire thing we did. Like we have all these things here. Like this is really nice. Like the user is fetched. Now when we go on the dashboard, we have all these details. Okay. Yeah, so we finished all what we wanted. So we started with the deployment, and then after we did all this one. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Just like to confirm that this is deployed, I just is this like the one we have just like deployed right now? Okay, it is still building. I was wondering, like that is like really fast, but high chances it might go through. Fingers crossed. I'm really grateful for where you have reached right now. So in the next episode, we're just going to work on teachers, students, and everything is going to be now working on the school, right? This is really nice. So it has gone through, as you can see. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next episode.